Shame on them for losing at their own game. Because it turns out that you get the last laugh. How are you doing, Thriver? Thank you for watching this video today. This is your girl, Mommy So True. If you're new here, you're welcome to subscribe, like the video, share the content, and leave a comment. I just want to stop by and let you know that not only did you survive this horrific experience, but you've actually put the narcissist to shame because you've defeated them at their own game. You've really defeated them at their own game. At the end of it all, you figured it out. You figured them out. You see right through them. And you're actually now unfazed and unbothered, unmoved. You're on to the game. And you're not even trying hard, but you're assassinating certain characters in the game. You're dodging. You're learning. You're evolving. And it led you to the finish line. It's leading you to the finish line. This was something that wasn't supposed to be uncovered and identified. You were never supposed to find any strength after all that they've tried to take from you. Because in some situations they weren't successful. You actually ended up much better once you left, or once you finally let them leave for the last time. Because they're not going to keep playing this game with your life. Shame on them for doing enough to you for you to look at it from a whole different perspective. They're not as smart as they thought they were. They're not as slick as they thought they were, and you weren't as broken as they thought you were to keep putting up with it and to not even notice it. Maybe never speak up about it because you've been in it for so long anyway. They didn't expect you to ever walk away. But you end up doing that. Whether forcefully or painfully, you end up walking away. They simply open the door for you. Or you end up rushing out of that door on your own. Because you get tired of the disrespect that's nonstop. You get blown away once you discover the secret devices that they've hidden from you with all of the different accounts, porn sites, the different people, girlfriends, exes that are not exed, will never be exed out because they hang on to everybody. Anyone who's ever given them a chance, looked their way, given them their number, they probably still have it somewhere. It's in a cloud somewhere. They're constantly searching for this supply. They're constantly in need of someone to fulfill some need. That's why they operate in thirst mode. There's constant people on their phone, on their line. They're constantly neglecting you because they're so focused and busy with keeping up with all of the back burner supplies that they're keeping because they know their relationships will fall apart. Nobody knows this person better than you. You probably know them better than they know themselves. That's why you get the last laugh, because at the end of the day, where healing brings you, where the cutoff brings you is clarity. You start to see that clearly this person actually has nothing really going on. I know what they really do for money. I know how desperate they are for money. I know how willing and how far they will go for money. I know the life this person truly lives outside of the image that other people are capturing. You know what type of parent they are, what type of parent they're not. You know what type of sexual partner they are and what type of sexual partner they're not. You know this person has no godliness, no soul, because they've showed you how much they lack empathy. They've showed you the coldest of the coldest. You know how manipulative, secretive, sneaky, snakish, and dark this person is. That's why you've had to learn the knowledge that you're learning now. You know about flying monkeys. You know what enabling is. You understand certain things. Nobody knows better than you what a conniver and what a user this person is. You've literally sat there and watched them put on an act, put on their best performance to get things out of you and other people around them. You've literally watched them switch up, put on different masks, new faces to match the environment that they're trying to manipulate. You've seen some demons that you cannot unsee. Nobody knows better than you how this person is under attack their self. You've watched them difficultly maneuver through life. They struggle so much with a lot of things. You watch them and you sometimes you think they're just so dumb. You're like, oh my God, is it that? No, it's not that. It's the fact that this person is so broken that it's affected everything about their human anatomy. The brain is jacked up. They cannot think logically like they should. They cannot introspect like they should. That's why you'll never get a genuine apology. You'll never get that closure. And that's why you get the last laugh when you embrace these facts, when you radically accept that this is what you're dealing with. There's nothing you can do. It ain't nothing you could have ever done to change it. All you can do is take the lessons and move on. Go and receive what you deserve and stop putting up with trash. No one knows more than you. The person who tried to love on this person, the person who tried to give these people a benefit of a doubt and kept trying with them over and over. No one knows how really truly dysfunctional they are like you do. And clarity helps you see. It brings major confirmation that you're not missing nothing. You really truly didn't even lose nothing at all. Because you now know this is a narcissist. And they so doop-de-doop, so lost in the sauce, so lost in the streets, so stuck on stupid. They're washing, rinsing, repeating the same toxic cycle in their life over and over and over with new people, old people, all people, children and all. No one knows what this goofy truly is like you. And healing brings that clear perspective of, hold on, wait a minute. Whatever show they're putting on right now, it ain't even worth paying attention to and feeding into, because you know what a true clown is behind that show. You know what's really behind that mask. You should know that whatever new person is pulled into it, it's just a new victim, a new supply, a new victim. They ain't doing nothing different. If anything, they've mastered their skills. They've scaled up in their narking. They've upgraded how they narc people. They've leveled up their love bombing tactics. They bought a better quality mask. They got a new tailor, so now it's really sold on. It's like these new wigs. That mask is melted like that lace. It's laid, looking good. They looking good. Like a girl that got full face makeup on. May not look nothing like that with the makeup off. Yeah. That's that narcissist. Yeah, so damn doot-de-doot. Yeah, you might have been a perfect target at some point because you weren't awoken. You didn't realize that this was not what it looked like. This person really just saw you as an object, something shiny and pretty to show off. Because they probably never really had someone to truly show off. Or maybe that's just what they do, because lying is what they do for a living. Deceiving people is who they are to their core. Wolves in sheep's clothing. They were obsessed with your caring nature and your kindness and tried to really use that against you and see that as a weakness. And that was the wrong move. The wrong move in the game. This is what cost them. This is what destroyed them. And you're now getting the last laugh because when it all crumbled, when it finally fell apart, they had no other option but to run because you had enough, and they knew. They knew it was over. They knew you were done. They couldn't get through to you anymore. The tactics were no longer working. You were a million steps ahead. You were looking over them this time, and they felt small. They couldn't handle it. The heat became too much. So whether they had a backup plan or not, eventually it expired. Everything exploded. It all fell apart. It crumbled. And they cowardly probably ran off, didn't they? And running off cowardly like that, without thinking, because you don't have the common sense, the emotional intelligence, the gift maybe to reflect, think about the future, consider your children, think deeply about the decisions you're making and the consequences that will face it. When you don't have that ability, you make drastic, vast, dramatic decisions, destructive decisions, and that's what they do. That's why you end up getting the last laugh, because them walking out, them pushing you away is costing them right now. I don't care how they're making it look, because they're a narcissist. They're going to make it look different than what it really is. Do not fool yourself. The winner is you. The winner is you. You're no longer connected to them. You're no longer bending for them. You're no longer folding. Yeah. You've got your power. You know you got it now. Maybe you're recovering it because perhaps you've always had it and they just tried to strip it from you, make you forget it. Oh. But they left enough time for you to build a new strength. They discarded you enough for you to rediscover yourself. They talked down on you enough for you to step back into who you are and stand firm. You get the last laugh. Shame on them. They made it too easy for you to beat them at their own game, because at the end of the day, they're weak. They're weak. When they got a whiff of how strong you were, they immediately exposed how weak they've always been. And they did it at the right time because you were ready. You were ready. You made that last move. You took your power back. And you've probably never even looked back, and you're not even planning on it. The most brutal cutoff of them all. The one that got away. Keep thriving. Keep going. And if you need support, please look in the description box below for all my contact information and the link to book a life coaching session with me. Until next time, beautiful people, stay true and stay blessed. Bye, guys.